Behind me is a giant rundown LEGO city, and these are 10 LEGO minifigures that will survive in the city while we upgrade it from this ruinous wasteland all the way up to a thriving city, all to simulate the future in LEGO. And as soon as I hit this big red button, the simulation begins. Want to do the honors?
Sure.
To simulate the future in LEGO, I've set up a bunch of different building phases that the city will undergo, including giant skyscrapers, a floating city, and much, much more. But first, we need to clear the land.
Run! Run! Run!
This city needs to look realistic, so I took a page out of LEGO Ninjago's book and placed down hundreds of light green, dark green, and black plates on the water area to show depth. Then placed over 3,500 of these 1x2 tiles in blue all over the top. And if you're wondering how I had so many of those, that was just a small portion of the over 23,000 LEGO bricks I ordered to make every detail in the city perfect. Also, if this video gets 2 million views, I will buy the massive LEGO Titanic set and put it right here. And now that the water looks good, I'm going to build a foundation with tons of these gray masonry bricks right here to divide the water and the land. And I also added a road layout with a slight incline here so the cars can drive up to the water area. But we need a place for our contestants to stay, so for our first building, I constructed this huge 3D printer using 4 large beams and some string to hold it tight. And we are going to see if it can print an entire building. I even held a contest for my Discord members to see who could build the best futuristic skyscraper, and Charman Dog won with this very modern design. Okay, Riley, flip the lever.
Here we go.
The technology now allows for some houses' walls to be 3D printed in concrete, but maybe in the future it can create entire interiors, like this gym.
Wow, that is really cool.
Or maybe there could be a side-on attachment that can plant a garden in a hydroponic system. And now that all the floors are complete, we can move a couple of the contestants in.
I'm here to buy an apartment.
Perfect, that'll be $13,657 a month. What? If I'm gonna simulate the future, I have to include the future of housing prices too. What's another futuristic housing idea? Well, floating cities are a pretty cool concept, so I'm gonna build one out here over the water. I'll start with a round platform at the bottom to form the base of the buildings, and I'll use this building technique where the bottom is actually smaller than the top, like this real world one. So at the bottom, I'll have it taper out using these black scaffolding pieces, and as we build up, I'll use a bunch of dark gray window pieces. In the middle, I think it would be super cool to have a boxy look for each apartment, so I use multiple different colors and build in every direction to create this look. Then at the top, I'll add this big green platform and 2 layers of big windowed apartments, and this vine growing up one of the supports. We can also use this cool technique using window panes and the base of a joystick piece that looks like those glass balconies rich people have. Of course, we can add a bunch of plants to finish it off, and some smaller details at the bottom like railings, more plants, and even a diving board. Because obviously we needed one. How's the water, Ty?
Ooh, it's so warm and nice. Ew, what the heck is that?
Well, that's plastic that's polluting the ocean, and since in the future we will probably have a lot more of that, I'll also build this boat that cleans up the plastic in our oceans. Wow, so far our future city is looking good, but I wonder what the interior of a penthouse apartment in the future will look like. I'll add a kitchen in the bottom with the robot chef to cook any meal. Chef, make me a pizza. Wow, if we aren't already lazy enough, the future will make sure we are. I'll also add a living room with this hologram screen to display all of my videos in 3D. We can also add a staircase to the upstairs where I'll add a bedroom with a couple random futuristic builds like this RoboDog and an Apple Vision Pro, which is like the future of computers, potentially. Throughout the city, I also wanted to add some of your ideas, so I took to Instagram and Discord to see what you guys could come up with. Someone said a statue of the first minifigure on Mars, so I'm gonna make an entire Mars colony simulator with a bunch of these hinge pieces to create a giant biosphere. Then inside, I'll add some Mars dirt and a plant growing chamber with these big dome glass pieces. In real life, we've obviously never had a human set foot on Mars, but maybe in the future that will change. So out front of the building, I'll add a marble statue of the first minifigure to land on Mars. Another futuristic idea is that we can think what we want to make. Riley, you designed an entire city. Put this cap on. Now imagine a super cool futuristic skyscraper. Ooh, it's starting. Whoa. Now that's a cool skyscraper. We obviously need some sort of transportation like cars, but you might be wondering why the roads don't fit 2 cars side by side. Well, in the future we might have flying cars, so rather than a specific lane to drive in, there's a set height. Okay, B3, take this wrench and hit the Lamborghini on the tire.
If you say so. Whoa, can I drive it?
Sure, hop in. There's more supercars for everyone else too. Do you know the controls?
Nope, but I'm sure I'll figure it out.
Whoa, this is really fun. Oh, is that a Lego frog?
Instead of cars in the future, what if we were able to teleport to different places? Okay, a portal's gonna spawn right here. Bro, Mario, what are you doing here? Okay, I'll try this. No, Steve, I didn't mean you. Okay, I'll try this one more time. Okay, Ty, just walk through this little portal here.
Whoa, where'd we go?
Whoa, guys, look at this.
Okay, we've already 3D printed an entire skyscraper, made a floating city, a Mars test facility, and built an office building just using mind control. But what if people want to travel to other places in the future? Why don't we build an airport? But maybe one day we don't need long runways that take up a lot of space, which means instead of planes like these, we can have cool airships that can take off vertically, like this. So let's make a bunch of landing pads that connect to a central airport. There can also be new, faster shipping methods, like giant drones that can carry massive shipping containers anywhere they need to go. I use these tiny circuit cube motors and battery boxes to make a drone that actually spins, and these cool panel pieces to replicate the shape of a shipping container. Ty, this one's full of Lego. Why don't you go deliver it to the Lego store?
I don't think the city has one.
Oh, you're right. Well, the future would be pretty dystopian without a Lego store, so let's add one right here with a giant pick-a-brick wall and an unlimited supply of every Lego set they make right now. Let's also throw in these hover pads that can get you to the very top of these shelves. Okay, now you can deliver the sets. And now that we have an airport and Lego store here, let's throw in a couple more stores in the front, like an Apple store selling a bunch of futuristic tech to all our citizens. Wow, bro is kitted out. How much did that iPhone 25 Pro Max Plus Ultra cost?
Oh, it was only $10,000.
Wow, what a steal. By the way, these custom minifigures were provided by minifigs.me, so get 10% off your purchase with any of their custom figs using the link below. Now that really is a steal, unlike your new phone. And finally, let's add a McDonald's, because our citizens need to eat. But nobody wants the inconvenience of having to go get food, so let's add these long transportation chutes that deliver the food right to the apartment buildings. Entertainment is also a giant industry, and maybe it's going to change in the future. So out here on the second plot of Floating Land, let's build a giant holographic movie theater that can show the coolest movies even better than an IMAX. And yes, I know it looks a little strange, but I did it to show that not every idea in the future is going to be good. That's definitely why I built it so bad. And while I have them all distracted by the latest showing of my newest video, let's build this person's suggestion of an underground robot society that's planning to rise up and enslave humans. Let's hope ChatGPT doesn't get that advanced. These two robots have built a secret underground hideout where they're plotting a huge takeover. But there's always going to be bad guys in the city, especially a Lego one, so right here on our final plot of land, let's add some law enforcement for the future. And yes, Chris, that means you have to follow the traffic rules.
Ah, come on. I guess I'll just ditch the car and go build 100 Lego sets in a week again.
And of course, flying police cars are much more effective, so let's add a couple to the station I just built. Oh, wait, that's from the past. But we don't want that one. And now that we have every plot of land filled, it's time for a speed round of small details to add. Ty, can you build some futuristic boats to go in the water?
Yes, sir, so let the challenge begin.
Okay, and contestant number 3, I'll lay down some sidewalks for you when you finish building those futuristic hoverboards and bikes. Oh, and Ryan, what do you want to add?
I'll build myself a girlfriend because I can't get one of those in the present.
Yeah, bro, I know she's your type too. And the B3, why don't you add some landscaping?
Alright, how's this?
That's a robot statue. I meant plants.
Oh, sure, I can do that. Still like the robot better, though.
And while they are doing all that, I'm gonna throw in some benches along the waterfront, some nice self-emptying trash cans. Not sure if that's futuristic or not. Wait, Riley, what are you doing? You can't flood this city.
Oh, but it was really cool the last time I flooded it.
Yes, it was pretty cool. And no, you can't explode a giant volcano in the middle of it either. And with all that complete, we just successfully simulated the future in Lego. But you guys have videos to make, so for the final build, here's a time machine to get you back to the present day.
And yes, I did find a Lego frog.
Wow, and just think, that was all just a simulation.
That was insane.
I wonder if the future will be anything like that in real life.
Dude, and we got to meet Brick Science.
Whoa, this is really fun.
Run! Run! Run!
So let the challenge begin.
Wow, that is really cool.